Hi, this is Carl Polachuk, and I am here with Amy Babinchak from Third Tier. Welcome.
Hey, Carl.
So, for the few people who may not know who Third Tier is, why don't you give us an introduction? Who are you and who is Third Tier?
Well, my name's Amy Babicek, and I am the owner of Third Tier. I also own two other companies. I own Harbor Computer Services and sell my MSP, and yeah, it keeps me a little busy. So, you want me to tell you about Third Tier?
Yes, please.
Third Tier, yeah. So Third Tier is a company that does advanced support for IT professionals. So we only work for people like you, and what we do is be that helping hand when you get stuck on something, maybe get into an area that you haven't worked on before. And we've got guys that they're just SQL geeks and Exchange geeks and Hyper-V performance guys, and they just what they do all day long. And so they can get right in there and solve something that might take you hours and hours, and they'll be done with it in a few minutes. Because you know how it is. If you do something all the time, it's really quick. But if you do something once in a while and you have to bash your way through it, well, it takes a long time and it's a drag. So we've run a help desk for IT professionals to kind of fill those gaps and keep you working and making money.
Right. Well, and I had a great experience with you guys. A little while back, I was on jury duty, and a client had a problem with an Exchange server, so I put in a ticket like, who's going to work on this? Oh, Philip, he's a Microsoft MVP for Exchange. I'm like, okay, he can work on it while I'm on jury duty. So it was a great experience, and I would absolutely endorse Third Tier. People need any help, especially with stuff that's outside of what they normally do.
That's
So,
great. Yeah, we get that, and we get sometimes people want to go on vacation, and maybe they're a sole proprietor or they're a really significant person in the business. That maybe your top tech wants to go on vacation, and you need somebody that your lower level techs can bounce stuff up to while they're gone. So we get those kind of calls too, and we're happy to fill that role.
very cool. Alrighty, so then next step is you have something called the Ransomware Prevention Kit. Tell us about that.
Well, the ransomware prevention kit that grew out of actually my MSP, Harbor Computer Services. We created some group policies back in 2013. Hard to believe it was that long ago to help combat crypto locker. And they were software restriction policies, and it started out pretty simple. And we shifted that over to Third Tier, and then really expanded it we had about 28, 29 different documents and things now that really comprise a new set of IT best practices for combating ransomware, because there's a lot of different things that we can do now besides just the group policies. And we put that all together into a kit, and we've made that available via donation. And in that donation, we got up to the $10,000 mark, which was my personal goal. And from that donation pool, we've created a Women in IT scholarship fund.
Very cool. So this is the big announcement. I think you're making this either at CompTIA or shortly thereafter, right?
Yeah, CompTIA's ChannelCon is sort of the unveiling of that. So that's the first week of August. It's interesting. It's an interesting thing. There's a big problem with we don't have enough women in IT, and it's a very difficult problem to solve. There's lots of people working on it. But what my personal goal is to allow the women that are already here, know they want to be in IT, to get those certifications. We'll reimburse them for the exams that they pass, and help them be more successful and get that job that they want to for their career.
Very cool. So if a woman is interested in this, what they do is they go take an exam, correct? And then they just fill out a form to get a reimbursement?
Well, yeah, basically, but it's an email. So you go over to our site, right, www.thirdtier.net, and you'll see the scholarship fund there, and there's just a little instruction that, send me your name and address and proof that you paid for the exam and took the exam and passed the exam, and then we'll reimburse you for that cost. So I think we're going to be able to help quite a number of women out with this.
Very cool. Well, especially exams are $150, right? So when you got $10,000, so that's pretty good.
Well, they can. I took a look. They're between $150 and $300, depending on what kind of exam that you want to take. But yeah, I think we'll be able to do quite a few women, and we're still taking donations into the fund. So hopefully, it will continue to grow.
Well, ransomware isn't going away yet, so there's still, I would say, there's roughly 7 million people who haven't bought your ransomware kit that should. So that'll be awesome. And that's just a donation, right? I mean, they could donate a small amount or a large amount.
We'll take the amount and any amount that they want to give, for sure.
Very cool. And what kind of limits do you have on the kind of exams that women can take?
Well, whether it's in IT, traditional IT like you and I are in, or in development, it doesn't really matter to me. It's as long as it's in the field of IT, that's where I want women to be successful. And if your certification is going to get you more to the top of the pile and get noticed amongst the hundreds of men that might have been applying for that job, then that's what we need to do. There's something that's preventing women from moving up, and this is our small way of trying to help that out.
Right. Well, you can't solve the problem necessarily, but this is a great thing you're doing, and I certainly appreciate it. I can tell you from traveling and going to lots and lots of conventions, we definitely need more women in IT.
It's gotten worse, right? You and I go to a lot of conferences, and for every 100 women, there's maybe 3 men. And I've been in this business for 20 years, and
the other way
only
around.
gotten worse.
For every 100 men, there's 3 women.
Did I say that backwards?
Yeah.
Wow, that would be. I was projecting into the future.
50 years from now. Well, that would be great, actually. So, So we absolutely need more women in IT. And so you sit on a committee specifically addressing this with CompTIA.
I do. I'm on the executive council for CompTIA's Advancing Women in IT. And, their goal is to get more women into the field. So with my scholarship fund, it's to help women once they're already here. But CompTIA has a goal to get more women into the field and really to get the word out as to what it means to be in IT. It's not all about sitting behind a computer and writing code, but some women want to do that. Lots of women don't. There are many people-first kind of jobs in this field. It's really a great helping field, and that's, traditionally something that women are very interested in. So whatever it is that's keeping them out, that's CompTIA wants to kind of remove those barriers and get the word out that this is a great career for women to be in.
Well, thank you for your work on that committee, and particularly for this scholarship fund.
Oh, you're welcome, Carl.
All right, I'm happy to spread the word.
Thank you. Appreciate it.